what is competency? Can anybody give me a what the hell competency means? You all know what competency means. I know you do. It's difficult to verbalise it. How could I demonstrate that I'm competent at driving a car? But yeah, I'd have to get you in. I'd pretty much have to get you in the car with me, wouldn't I? And you can see and test my competency. How's that competency usually tested? In a driving test. That's how that competency is tested. So you need to think of yourselves as driving instructors, and you need to test people's competencies. Why would people exaggerate their competencies? Because they want a role. If they want a role bad enough, they will try and tell you that they can do pretty much anything to enable them to get the role. How do you currently find out if they're good at something or they're not good at it? They say they can do it, and you say to them, okay, can you, let's use something quite easy. Can you use PowerPoint, Word and Excel? And if somebody says to you, yes, how would they prove it to you?
Get them to use something in front of you.
Yeah.
It would say how often do you use it to start with.
Good.
So, and say daily or
how advanced do you like?
Yeah.
At what level do you
Yeah.
use it?
Yeah. But they could still be completely pulling the wool over your eyes, couldn't they? That's the problem when you're just asking them questions, because people will, if they need to have PowerPoint, Word and Excel to be able to get a job role that they really want, they will tell you that they're good at all three of them. So how are we going to test their competency on it? We would head towards a competency-based question to test it. Competency-based questions will test behaviours as well, and you can test all sorts of behaviours with competency-based questions: timekeeping, tenacity, man management skills, leadership skills, like literally anything you can test with competency-based questions. But there's a very specific way you can do it that's very easy to use. So, for competency-based questions, focus on performance, ability, and motivation rather than presentation and personality. So, when you are normally interviewing somebody, you will get presentation and personality, and you will need to make a decision on presentation and personality, which we do. We actually naturally make decisions on presentation and personality all the time. It's human nature. It's, do I like you? Are you presenting well? Do I like your personality? And you either do like people, or you might like them a bit, or you don't like them. But we're trying to get away from that, and we're going to look much more objectively on whether they can do what they say they can do. It increases hiring accuracy from 57% to over 85%. And that's taken from a couple of incredibly large companies that use CBI, including the Met, including Apple, and including Microsoft. They use CBI, and they've tested all of their interview techniques, and this is the best one that they use in that. Loads of companies use CBI. It's easy to learn and adopt for recruiters and hiring managers as well. Have a think about this as well, because if your hiring managers aren't using competency-based interviews, by the end of today, you're going to be in a position to be able to give them a nice big freebie on this, aren't you? Which would be very cool, and it will really help you as well. Candidates find this process logical and professional, and it is a nice logical, professional way of of doing an interview. It eliminates emotional bias by your interviewer, so that that whether you like someone or not, does it really matter? Because you're not going to be working with them, the client is. So it will literally, it's like creating a level playing field with all of the candidates that you're interviewing. It respects the 80-20 rule. It reduces the nervousness of the candidate as well, because when you start asking the right questions, it becomes very natural to them to answer it. And it separates presentation and planned interview techniques from actual on-the-job performance as well. So there's a couple of things in there, and real big, strong reasons why you should be using it.